Hi guys, this is Selina and this is my pre-vlog for Mega C2 Unit 4 Lesson 3 Innovative Housing. So in this week's project, students are supposed to come up with their own design for innovative housing for poor countries and to give a presentation on it. Since the students should have some idea about what they want to do from the reading and the listening, I'm actually going to give 10 minutes for the groups to just brainstorm by themselves what they want to actually do and to finalize a plan. So make sure to walk around and proctor so that the students are staying on task. Also have them justify why their selected items are good. So for instance, if they choose scrap metal, it would be good because they are using what would be garbage normally and therefore saving the environment. Once you've checked everyone's finalized plans, move on to materialize. By now, students should be able to come up with the script on their own for the most part. So make sure to take advantage of that and use that time to walk around and make sure that they're answering all the proper questions and justifying all their answers. Also, depending on your class, you might want to choose whether you want the students to do a skit or a formal presentation. For my students, they are very strong at skits instead of presentation style, so I'm going to go with the skit. In this case, I would show the different roles that the group members should choose and show it on a media card along with the different parts of the script that each person should be responsible for. So, for instance, the first group member can be the narrator who gives the background information in the beginning as well as throughout the entire skit. And the second person can be the poor person who receives the housing, and this person would show how they were before and after they got the innovative housing. And the third person can be a designer who shows what the design is and tries to explain each parts of it. And the last person can be someone related to the building industry, building company, or just the builder himself or herself. And this person would show what materials they would use and why. So this goes back to the whole, for example, they would use scrap metal because it would help save the environment. And of course, if the students have their own ideas for how they want to conduct this, they are more than welcome to, and they should be encouraged to exercise their creativity. On the other hand, if your students like the formal presentation style more, then you can simply divide it up like this. Group member 1 can do the introduction, background, information, and conclusion. Group member 2 can do the walls and what they're going to use, why they're going to use it. Group member 3, roof. Group member 4, floor. And again, I would encourage creativity and give them freedom to do other things if they have any other ideas. Since this is a second last project, I think that the students can be trusted to try things on their own now. That being said, if I have the time, I think I'm going to introduce a new app to my students, and this is called Animoto. I tried this with my previous classes and it worked out very nicely because it was very easy to use and it produced some very nice videos. This app is very fun to use and also very easy to learn. So it should be used to your advantage since it does make some great visual aid in the end. Basically, you just have to select pictures or videos from the library, combine it with text and captions, then choose a style and a song, and then the rest will be done for you by the app. So again, it's very simple, easy, and fun for the students, so you should definitely try it out if you have the time. So after the script's done, I think I'll let 2 students in the group work on the PowerPoint as usual, and then the other 2 can try out this Animoto. And since it's their first time making a video, they could just use the same pictures or different pictures that they would use in the PowerPoint slides, and then just combine it with some explanations and cool music and cool effects. And this video could be shown at the end of the presentation to summarize all they have said in the actual presentation. Moving on to the prepare, what I've noticed in the students is that some of them try to do the introductions and conclusions before I even get to it. And this is very good since it shows that they're trying to do these things on their own. Regardless of whether they do it or not, go around and check each group's introductions and conclusions as well as the scripts and make sure there's no errors, make sure it all makes sense, and finalize everything before moving on to practice time. Also, remind the students that practice time is not just for practicing the scripts, but timing everything. The students know by now that if they're up there and the slides don't match up with what they're saying, it does not look very nice or professional. So constantly remind them to practice the timing so that their efforts do not go to waste and they don't feel bad after the presentations. And also remind the students that C2 projects are not just for learning, but it's also for them to have fun. So if they practice enough, they'll be able to deliver very good presentations and feel very good about themselves in the end. Since we're nearing the end of the term, students will be a little crazy, so make sure that you have excellent student management so that the students don't go crazy or overboard with some things. At the same time, make sure to have fun with your students before the term ends. On a final note, I had a very sore throat throughout the entire week, and that's why my voice is kind of dying throughout the entire video, but I hope it helps you and you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video, the post vlog.